appropriate because I just barely put up the Why We Geek episode for anime. So that made sense for us to be able to bring them in there. Plus, you know, they're friends of the channel and all that.
Yeah.
I just don't know if we're going to... Because, like, our buddies Anime Atlas and Vixen will do, like, open invites and things like that. I'm not against that idea, but I don't want to bring in a douche, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't want to bring in a troll.
Oh, fuck.
And the more appeal here for these Q&As is to not only discuss, you know, talk to the community, but also to kind of bring in new people.
Jumped way too soon.
I'm not against the idea of bringing new people in. As far as criteria, though, I would just say don't be a dick.
Yeah. Damn it.
That was rigged to you, my friend. Yeah, just don't be a dick.
Yeah.
And it may take a couple of weeks before we bring you in. Like, we want to make sure that you're not just a troll looking for his moment kind of thing. We may wait a couple of weeks before we bring you in, but I want to say the only criteria we have is just don't be a dick. Don't be a dick to people. Don't leave dickish comments on our videos or anything like that. And we'll get along. And we may bring you on, we may not. Because here's the thing, too. We also did offer, like, to do some gameplay on it, and some people have been receptive to that.
Yeah.
They've been asking, like, what kind, and so that kind of leads into the next question. If you're expecting a Let's Play to come out of those things, then you kind of are not getting the meaning. We're not going to do Let's Plays for that. We're not looking to add another Let's Play. If we play something, it's going to be strictly casual. So, like, I have no problem, you know, digging out something like Rogue Legacy, where there isn't a whole lot of story to it, and playing it with you guys. But mostly the intention here is to have more community interaction. Not necessarily to just start up a new Let's Play, but this time, we're on camera. Alex is giving me that look of, no, that's not what I was planning. What?
No,
okay.
You're right.
Yeah, this is more of a get to know us kind of thing. Maybe even announce stuff for our channels as well as for Drak and Shadow.
Shit, I didn't think I was right.
I was actually wondering, man. I was like, I think you're in the dead zone.
Well, you could have said something.
I wasn't sure, so I didn't want to make you freak out, and then you would put yourself in the dead zone.
If I'm on the highway to the danger zone, I'd like to know when the nearest exit is. I'm fucking.
Are you announcing that you're part of the Top Gun Maverick cast?
I might be.
All
Who
right.
knows?
So you all can look forward to the Shadow Blazer and the naked volleyball scene very soon.
They weren't naked; they were just shirtless.
Yeah, but everybody calls that like the naked volleyball scene. I love the fact they do that because like they weren't even in Speedos, guys. They were in jeans. Like, Drak, it doesn't even matter, because there was so much male fan service there. I'm not denying that. In fact, the funniest part is that I love the song playing with the boys now because of that scene. So, I guess Kenny Loggins did his job. It was Kenny Loggins, wasn't it?
I guess, I don't know.
I think so. So there you go. That should help kind of elaborate some of these things. If we do play games, it's going to be something that doesn't have a whole lot of story to it. Maybe like a beat 'em up or something that can just be cruised through casually. Oh, there we go. Are we there?
Would you like to save? We're getting close.
Yes, please save so that we don't have to go through that again.
Again, at least it's nice because it gives you some checkpoints. Oh, fuck. I thought it was going to I thought it was going to trigger something. Yeah, we're here.
So, okay, next question that we need to get into actually is pertaining to the Why We Geek episode on anime. Are there going to be more Why We Geek episodes on anime? Yes.
Yep.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Okay, you're going to play the brothers here.
Okay.
My hero!
Yo, sis! What's with this peeled shrimp? Unless she's here for dinner, she should turn tail and hit the bricks.
I only see one brother.
Oh yeah, we'll see the others later. Havner!
Is that his actual name?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Some fake brother you are. Can't you see she's injured?
Looks fine to me.
What? What a ride! Rottytops? You dirty double-crossing!
Hey! Shantae, is it? I got something I've been meaning to say! I ain't too good at making friends. But you were good to me and Poe and my sister here.
The brother's name is Poe?
Yeah.
Oh, that's appropriate.
It's just that Pirate Gal has a real way of getting into your head and making you hear what you want to hear. Guess I'm trying to apologize for some bad calls in the past. Teaming up with that risky boots. Dumbest thing I ever did.
Oh, well, that's okay.
Poe and Little Rotters. Let's see. Poe and Little Rotters here are all's I got of what.
Wow, I can't. Okay, hold on. Give me a second here, people.
Poe and Little Rotters here are all's I got left of whatever life I once had. I can't remember much else. But you always make a smile, and I gotta be grateful for that.
Wow, I don't know what to say.
Forget it. We're square. Where the devil's Poe? He ain't been back in a while.
He was supposed to fix my wagon so we could skip that creepy forest.
Well, if either of you sees him, tell him to check in or I'm gonna get peeved.
Oh, you know what? I should have gone Lord Raptor. That would have been appropriate for his look.
Then I could have gone into my Scott McNeil. Oh, you're damn right it's gonna be a party. I'm playing tonight. Oh, boy.
Alright. And Alex is like, who's Lord Raptor? Oh, so here's Poe.
Yep.
Okay.
Your brother sent me to find you.
Hi, you're that coffee banshee. I remember you. You got big boobs.
Genie. Ugh. Half genie. Well, former half genie.
Thanks, whatever you are. I was scavenging for wagon parts when I got stuck in here. You like to help people in need, right? How about taking a look at it?
I'm no mechanic, but sure, I guess.
Follow me. The wagon's this way. This is all that's left of our wagon. These wheels I can repair no problem. But that axle will never run smoothly again without some squid oil. And this island doesn't seem to have any squids on it.
So we need to get some squid oil.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shoot.
Oh, I love the sprite for the horse, man. That's great. Oh, jeez. Well, don't get yourself hit. Merry Christmas, man. Merry Christmas, man.
They don't Jiminy Christmas, man.
So, yeah, with the YB Geek episodes, there will be more
Fucking
anime
ghosts.
stuff. But here's the thing. YB Geek is not just going to celebrate anime. It's going to celebrate everything. But I'm not restricting anything either, because there's tons of genres of anime. Yeah. There's tons of shows that could get praise, especially stuff that, like, maybe has an anniversary this year.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, too, is that the same panel wouldn't necessarily get brought back in. So if you guys are hoping to have Vixen every time, or hoping to have the Shadow Blazer every time, I might not necessarily do that, because, I mean, it makes sense to bring him in for, like, a Sailor Moon episode, but it doesn't make sense to bring him in for Dragon Ball Z.
Would it even make sense to bring me in for Sailor Moon?
Well, I was spitballing, but, like, Dragon Ball Z doesn't make a whole lot of sense, because you hate shonen. So, there you go. But yeah, there's going to be tons more anime episodes. There's going to be ton more game episodes. I have a feeling we'll still do something to, like, I actually have considered whether or not next year to do, like, another pro wrestling episode in honor of WrestleMania or something like that. I don't know. But it's basically planned on a month-by-month basis. As you guys found out, like, I think Vixen was a little shocked when she found out that my July episode hadn't been planned yet. It's because I just barely had the June plan. I planned that out in advance because I knew it was going to be hard to get things working, especially since one of us was like 7 hours, 7-hour time difference.
Yeah.
So, and actually, that's one of the things I'm going to be doing later today. Is I'm going to be figuring out the July episode of YB Geek. And also with the YB Geek podcast, is it going to become more frequent? No. Nope, it won't. I know a few people have asked, like, well, you could cover more ground if you to every 2 weeks. No. This is supposed to be a casual venture. It's not like I already do a weekly podcast, everybody. It's called Geek News, Reviews, and Opinions. And I do a second podcast called Running the Ropes weekly.
Yeah.
This is something to do for fun. So once a month is more than enough time. Am I expecting to get through my entire list of geek material? No. But that's not the goal. We'll get through as much of it as we can, but hey guys, if you like it, and I can actually get sponsorship and stuff like that, I'm more than willing to change my plans. That's the real kicker here. If you guys like the casual podcast, and I can get paid for it, yeah, sure. Because I don't mind doing it. Aww. Step into the healing waters. But don't take your clothes off. Otherwise, this game goes from a... What was it?
E10.
An E10?
Yeah.
This goes from an E10 to an AO. Well, probably not, because it would be Sprite boobs, but... Welcome to my shop. Holy crap, man.
Yeah, there's a
That's
lot.
a lot of stuff. Shampoo, upgrade your hair to deal more damage.
Yeah.
Nice.
Like that.
Oh, and a pistol tune-up? Okay.
Yeah, just does the... I'm gonna need that.
Oh, silky... What was that? For
Silky
faster
cream.
whipping?
Yeah, faster
Okay,
whipping.
that's actually pretty cool.
We gotta go find Squid Baron again. He's still
Yes.
in town. Because we gotta go get some squid. I thought he already gave it to me, but I could be thinking of my practice playthrough.
Geez, sorry. Okay, so yeah, I think that pretty much covers, like, the Why We Geek stuff. I know a lot of people are probably going to take that as, like, well, he apparently doesn't like Alex, and he doesn't invite him every time. No, Alex gets a lot of exposure.
I'm on the podcast every week.
Yeah, well, and on top of that, we do Dragon Shadow, you do your own stuff.
Yeah.
Eventually, like, you know, I need to bring other people in. Really, the goal of Why We Geek is to eventually bring in other YouTubers that are experts in things like Star Wars or Star Trek. It'd be awesome to be able to bring those channels in to discuss it.
Yeah.
Right now, I stick with the immediate friends on YouTube. It's just because I'm trying to get that audience so that I can then put out a suggestion. Like, I want to do something for Star Trek. Anybody interested? And then I can get like 2 or 3 people that are interested in talking Star Trek. That still makes me sad, too. I wanted to do a Star Trek episode, but I actually reached out to Linkara.
I think you're reaching a little too high there.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I didn't even get a response. But, like, that would have been so cool to celebrate the 50th anniversary and have Linkara on there, because he's such a bigger Star Trek geek than I am, and such a resource to be able to go to. But it would have been awesome. Who knows, maybe someday. When there's sponsors and all that fun stuff.
Well, what? Maybe do a Star Trek episode, but just find another smaller, smaller YouTube
That's why I'm ingratiating myself with people, so that I can get those Trek fans to be able to fill that panel out. Or get X-Men fans to fill out that panel. Because there's tons of stuff I'd like to do. As far as the July episode goes, again, I haven't really thought about it too much, but I don't think I'm going to go anime again, because Can I take it? Solid snap! Is that travel brochure? Can I take it?
Sure. You get your brochure.
Wowzy zowie! Look at these snapshots! Sand and surf! Free-spirited yet responsible sporty co-ed girls frolicking on the beach! A sweating tennis player drinking from a perspiring glass of water with a slice of lemon. I think I'm gonna have an accident!
Jeez.
Old men with full heads of wispy pepper gray hair! Matching pantsuits with a proud navy blue sailor stripe! Shirts unbuttoned to the 3rd button! I must find this utopia and purchase this timeshare post-haste! How can I ever thank you? Oh, I know! You got the squid oil?
Yeah.
Gosh.
Forgot to talk to him first. What's this?
It's squid oil! I expelled it fresh this morning from my ink siphon. Don't ask how I did it! Whatevs, lady loser. Oh, I should have gave him an angsty voice. I didn't realize he was supposed to be like a SJW.
He's not that.
Well, he's not that bad, no.
He's he's a little angsty because you talk about like, I'm just a filler boss. My life is meaningless.
Yes. So I gave him the appropriate voice then.
Yeah.
So yeah, that pretty much covers the Why We Geek questions.
Man, I'm getting much better item drops than in my practice playthrough. Better gems anyway.
The other thing too that I also need to address is people are asking like, where do they leave the game suggestions for 100 subs?
In the comments section.
In the comments section. Originally we were keeping it to just that video. Put them in the comments wherever, and we'll grab them all up. Because here's the thing: as soon as we hit it, then we'll put up a poll, and we'll ask you guys what you actually want. And that's the next thing that happens. And basically what this does is it allows for us to be able to do multiples of this thing. So like, if we do a 200 subscriber, then we can pull out some of those suggestions again, and maybe put them back into the poll. So there you go, everybody. Oh, jeez. So how would the Silky Cream actually equate out to faster whipping? Because it looks like the sprite hasn't sped up.
It's a little faster. There's more than one upgrade. So...
Okay, I'm just not seeing the sprite moving like amazingly faster, so...
You'll see it when we, like, max everything out.
Okay. This will work out then. Oh, and also with that, are there restrictions to games? The only restriction we have is that it's not hard to get.
Yeah.
Okay? So, like, if you're expecting something... I think one person actually did make this suggestion, and I think it was a joke, but it was like an NES cartridge, like a European cartridge of an NES game. I was like, well, first of all, I don't have an NES to play that on. And second, I don't have anything that's PAL workable and all that. So, and on top of that, I think I looked up the cartridge, and it wasn't horribly expensive, but it was up there. That's the other thing to consider too, is if you are picking something that's like really rare and is more of a collector's piece, we're not going to get it.
Yeah.
Because it's just not able to work. And we'll probably tell you too, that we just can't make that particular item work. So, you know, feel free to pick another one. Also, we're not going to pick something... I mean, we love you guys. If you guys want us for 100 subscribers to play something like Dark Souls, I mean, we could take it on, but the other caveat is this is going to be our Let's Play.
Yeah.
So if we decide we don't want to finish it, then that's the thing. Like, we gave you your episodes, but here's why we're not finishing it.
Excellent! Excellent. Ever since we split off from the zombie caravan, we've been in such short supply. I can have this fixed in a jiffy.
Okay. That is a jiffy. Hours later. And now it works.
Hey, you're pretty amazing, Poe.
Thank you, my lady. What do you say we take her for a test drive? Could get a little dangerous, just saying. You sure? Oh,
You sure Roddy won't mind?
Oh, it's no problem. Just remember to hold on tight.
Oh no, are they doing it? Way forward, how could you? Okay, I was gonna say, you didn't make a mini game out of this.
Wow, she handles beautifully. I couldn't have done it without you, my lady. Here.
You got the shriveled... I don't want to know what that thing is. Don't want to know. It smells. Okay.
How sweet. I'll cherish it always. But what exactly is it?
What, don't you like it?
No, it's great.
It's from a dead guy.
Ugh.
I'll be around in case you ever need a ride. See you.
So basically this opens up another area.
No, it just means we don't go through that whole, you know, run Rottytops mission again. Ever.
Okay. So yay, we found Poe.
We found the Poe.
Do we have to go report back to them?
No, we just gotta go find the dungeon, which is nearby.
Oh, the big webby one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Snurf, snurf. Moldy, moldy leftovers. Hungry. Feed us shriveled thing? Stick your hand
I
there.
get it. Everything works out.
More. Bring more delicious things inside. And there's a Tinkerbat nearby, so I'm gonna go get him.
Yes, because don't we also need to collect the corruption off these things too?
Yes. I gotta collect dark magic.
Can these guys actually run away?
No, they don't run away.
Okay.
They'll just keep flying and charging.
So
ya.
this game will not like screw you and say, no, you don't get that.
Nope, everything is always very balanced. You'll never like miss out on something because of stupid oversights like that.
Okay. Okay, so here's actually the next question. What happened to the plans for the Disney afternoon? They didn't go anywhere. I think when we were talking about it, we were talking like a seasonal thing where we would play Chip and Dale. Because we did mention it on the Geek News podcast when it got announced. But if you guys were wanting a Let's Play right off the bat, I don't think we were planning for that.
Yeah, I don't think so.
No. We'll do it. Don't get me wrong. It's still planned. We like the idea. Just don't get mad at us. We have to do everything in its due course. Oh, there we go. And also a Jacket Shadow question. So why is a lot of your stuff more based on retro games instead of modern ones? Most of that's kind of our fault. I mean, when we came up with the concept of the channel, we already had some games that we wanted to play for you guys.
Yeah.
And then eventually we got suggestions, and that added to it. And a lot of the stuff we got was retro.
Yeah, it's just what we wanted to do.
Yeah, so, I mean, I'm not tossing out the idea of a modern game. In fact, we're planning on doing Breath of the Wild at some point.
Yeah.
So, it's not that we're not going to do it. It's just that's how things worked out. And we also tried to find games that there weren't a whole lot of Let's Plays of as well.
Yeah.
And that was tricky. Thankfully, we found like the Dot Hack games. I have a couple of others down the pipeline I'm suggesting to Alex because I know that there are Let's Plays of them, but they are crap. And they're also incomplete. So, in particular, because I think I've already suggested this one to the Onimusha series.
Right.
Because there just isn't a good Let's Play of them. Well, there are, but they're not done.
Right.
And it's literally been like 3 years since that Let's Play's last part went out. So, yeah. That's one that I know we've considered. I do know we have another Dot Hack game on the list.
Yeah.
So,
We're gonna play GU, but we also need to kind of decide: do we want to play the original PlayStation 2 versions, or
well,
do we want to go for the remaster?
We don't need to decide. We need to have the announcement details for
Yes.
it.
Well, yeah, that's true. We also need to know if it'll happen, but
Yeah.
because we are thinking about playing the remaster, but we'll need to know if the remaster's gonna come over here.
Yeah, it's like I put in the Q&A, is like, PS2, guaranteed. That's
Yeah.
happening. But if we do get the announcement that, you know, we could get a full-fledged game coming here that isn't going to take away from that experience, yeah, we could upgrade to PS4. I'd have no problem purchasing it and making sure that we could play it. I would actually think that would be the one thing that would guarantee that you get a PS4.
Yeah. You know, I have a good feeling
Who
it's
the hell is that?
kind of a mini-boss, sort of.
Holy crap!
Ow.
It's She Castlevania chick! It's Kain from Final Fantasy VII, but rewritten in fanfiction as a female.
Oh,
Or not
shit.
7, 4. What the hell is wrong with me?
Hey, Shantae, you seen the remote? Oh, good, you found it. Okay, you can put it down now.
Just saying, you can put it down. So yeah, that's just kind of how the games have worked, but we also do look for stuff that's rare, that hasn't really been done. So, you guys are more than welcome to leave those suggestions too, but we do get to the suggestions. I mean, for crying out loud, we started Pokemon because of you guys.
Yeah. Okay, now we're getting into some Donkey Kong stuff here.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Can I get that right now?
And it's Donkey Kong with Cthulian horrors.
I don't.
I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it, Alex. I'm gonna say it.
What?
Roll for schoolgirl damage.
These aren't even tentacle monsters.
Tentacles.
Okay, they have, but they're not wrapping me in tentacles. We just go into their mouths.
We don't know that. For all we know, inside the mouth is a bunch of tentacles.
Okay, fine. There's more tentacles in store.
We're dealing with Aldrichian horrors here, man. We don't know what's inside of anything.